Hello everyone, 'tis I, Leslie. Leslie living her purpose. I am in Atlanta, had a wonderful family reunion 2025, the Mansell family. And so I was looking for a library to go to the bathroom, and I saw they had the Martin Luther King branch, and I happened now upon the whole entire Martin Luther King district, which I came here with my baby son about 25 years ago. Yay. And so here I am.
Hello.
I am going to turn you around and show you the house where Martin Luther King was born and lived as a young child. And here it is. It's under restoration right now, but I understand you can go inside when it will be restored, excuse me. And I'm looking forward to coming back. I have family in the area. And so I'm just going to walk and show you a little bit of the neighborhood. This house next door is where the National Park Service has a park store. I just bought a couple of items, some gifts for my family, and back that way is the house, and you see the neighborhood. Historic, very historic, beautiful old homes. And here is some lovely, lovely, humble abodes across the street. Quite different from Martin Luther King's house. His family lived in a big house and little row houses. We're going to walk up to the corner, and I'm going to show you a fire station. And this fire station, I'm told, well, it's part of the Martin Luther King Historic District. This fire station back in the day was all white, and nice gentlemen that used to play with the children, but the city had not hired any African American firemen, and this fire station became the first integrated fire station in Atlanta when they came to their minds, to their right minds, and begin to hire African American men as firemen. My brother Tim is a retired fireman, and I am told by one of the Park Service employees that this is also the oldest firehouse in America, the oldest in the nation. So here's a look at it. It is closed right now. I'm going to be crossing the street when traffic permits, and then we will take a look from the other side of the street. Now here we're approaching where the Martin Luther King Jr. family has their national site in honor of their father. Just a peek first at the firehouse. There it is, 1894 in the corner. All right, and now let's walk by the Martin Luther King Jr. National Site, privately owned. This is owned by the family, the site that they put together, and this is where my son and I came 25 years ago. I was just inside. I do have some pictures that I can share. And this is the pool, the memorial pool for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. They have voices. Someone is talking, telling of the historical life, as they said, the philosophy and practice of Dr. Martin Luther King. They also have Mahatma Gandhi, Rosa Parks, and of course his widow, Martin Luther King Jr.'s widow, Coretta Scott King, a room for each of them inside, and that is the administrative building. Now, looks like a hotel across the street. I'm not going to show that, but as we walk down the street, I might have to pick you back up. I got to walk down the block to bring you to Ebenezer Baptist Church, where Martin Luther King's, I understand, if I have it right, his father and he himself were both ministers of the church. Right here down the street, I'd say a full block from their historic home, and lovely tree lined. And here is the National Park Service Visitor Center. Sorry for the jumpy movement, but I do want you to see the lovely trees, and you can see behind the trees the Visitor Center for Martin Luther King Jr. You can hear a little bit of the message that is being shared, the positive message. You know, it's 2025 and the current administration is cutting money left and right, and beautiful sites like this may very well lose funding, much needed funding, because these National Park Service sites are educational. I always say, and you've heard others say, Black history is American history. We cannot be erased. Our history cannot be erased. Slavery cannot be erased. The negative, horrific things that Black people have lived through cannot be erased. And everyone of all races, all cultures, should know what took place. We don't want to bring back that past, I'll tell you that. But it's beautiful that the National Park Service has taken up keeping the lights burning, keeping the history, helping us to tell the truth. Center for Nonviolent Social Change Incorporated. And that's that building we just passed by, and the lovely park behind it. This is the entrance at the other end that leads to the pool. Let's take a quick look. I'm just going to turn you for a minute and let you see Coretta Scott King's words. The King Center, founded 1968. Okay, and we're just going to take a quick look, and we're actually, I believe that's the back of the side of the church. I'm trying to be careful. It's raining out, as you can tell, and it is slippery. Now look at this. I have come across this before. I'm into Kwanzaa. I teach on Kwanzaa, speak at Kwanzaa events. And we have the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. Here are the 6 principles of nonviolence. The Kingian theory. There's a woman named Victoria in Connecticut that is very much a keeper of this flame and teaching of these principles. Nonviolence is a way of life for courageous people. Nonviolence seeks to win friendship and understanding. Nonviolence seeks to defeat injustice, not people. Nonviolence holds that suffering can educate and transform people and societies. Nonviolence chooses love, not hate. Nonviolence believes that the universe is on the side of justice. And some more positive words here. Beautiful setting. And we're going to turn right around. Oh, we got security on board. That's wonderful. And here is the pool. Oh, I'm glad we came to this end of the pool. And let me adjust my eyes. Look at that blue. Lovely blue. And let me make the screen larger so you can see the words. We will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. Martin Luther King's own words. And this is where him and his wife are entombed. Oh, I'm glad we walked this far. I'm going to get you a closer look. Martin Luther King Jr. and his wife, Coretta Scott King. Are entombed here. God bless them. I do remember being here with my baby. I'm so glad that I got to see it again. And I'm so glad that I get to bring it to you all. We're going to walk over to the church. The eternal flame is supposed to be down this way, but it's raining today. So the flame is not burning today. Oh my God. I want to tell you something. I think the flame is on the other side of their tomb. According to the map, I'm taking a peek at the map. I wouldn't be surprised if the flame is not burning today, not only because of the weather, but because of the state of America. There's so much going against what Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, Coretta Scott King, so many others fought for. Oh, did we find it? I guess I was reading the map upside down. Here is the eternal flame. The dream lives. The legacy continues. Community, empathy, change. Lovely.
We'll be able to join hands with those white boys and white girls
the eternal flame. Let it ever burn on. Let us continue on. The church is next door. Alrighty. We hear the words of Martin Luther King as we leave. It's the entrance. Let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. Oh, this is so lovely. His words were important then, and they're so important now. Lovely garden. Let freedom ring. You can't tear down the truth. The truth will be told. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Ebenezer Baptist Church. I'm afraid that we're not at the hour where they are showing. You can go inside. It's an active church, I believe so. And that's their gift shop hours. Entrance to the historic sanctuary. Take another look at the National Park Service Visitor Center. It's just lovely. All in the middle of, you know, a living, breathing neighborhood where people live. Historic sanctuary. I just love looking at the old pictures. And here's the entrance. It's closed. Gonna cross the street. Here's information. You know what? I believe I'm wrong. It doesn't look like it's an active church. I would guess the congregation is more than likely moved into a new building on a different location. Here's a side view. And we're going to cross the street and end our video. Oh, you know, God is so good. Sometimes the Lord tells you to keep moving, keep going, and look what we found. The new active church And here's the sign for the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Park and Preservation District. The whole neighborhood they have preserved and are still working on. The whole neighborhood. And like any neighborhood, it has its issues, its ups and downs. And here's the new Ebenezer Baptist Church. Let's keep walking. Oh, Auburn, Warnock, Ralph Warnock. Come and worship. Oh, Lord. It's just so beautiful. All the buildings are closed now. I have to make my way back to my vehicle. But I am just so grateful. Just so grateful to be here again. And all that has developed over these 25, something like that, years. So thank you. Let me turn around in my rain hat. Thank you for coming along with me to see Martin Luther King's home and church, his memorial center, the new Ebenezer Church, and the visitor center. We're just going to peek inside, take a look. You can actually see right into the sanctuary. To God be the glory. Hallelujah! Lord, save us. Save us from ourselves. Okay, we're gonna walk through the garden and back to my vehicle. Look. It's just lovely in the middle of the city. Look at this park. In between the buildings, all the loveliness, the flowers, the trees, the bushes. You can hear the birds. Martin Luther King Jr. He gave his life so that I could come here today and show you what he's done. They're celebrating him, not just on his birthday, but every day. God bless. Thanks for coming with me. And I'll see you next time.